Welcome to another video from Old Breed Outdoors. So if this is your first video you're watching of us, I appreciate you clicking on and hitting the watch button, but we appreciate it. You know, hit that pause button right now, subscribe, and that way you're in tune to all the other episodes that we have coming on. But this is our Weekend Warrior series, and you know, we are both working full-time jobs and everything, so we don't get a whole lot of time to get out, and we're like many of everybody else that's watching this probably, and we just get out on the weekends and make the best of it and do the best we can. So yeah, this is like second half. I'm calling it second half. We went to the locker room, we regrouped, we came up with a new game plan, and we're gonna take it to them. The deer got us on the first half. It was a struggle, pretty good. Had some opportunities, can't complain from there. Definitely had some opportunities to capitalize and just wasn't able to. The scope broke on my gun. That is official, so good thing we bought Steph a backup or another rifle, so we have a backup gun that we can use. But we haven't been able to get back out there with the rifles yet, so next weekend we will. And kind of like why I'm coming out here today, so I back in an area that I found that big buck over Labor Day during the archery opener, and yeah, so I'm back up in here trying to relocate that deer, and I haven't been in here since Labor Day, so seeing if there's any other bucks that moved into the area or moved into these little draws that I like to hunt, and we'll see how we go, and if one can step within bow range of us, we'll take a good shot at them. But more of a scouting, seeing where some deer are moving around and stuff for next weekend, and hopefully we can capitalize with the rifle. But yeah, second half, Garrett's just starting to get knee deep in deer hunting. You've seen a couple of his videos already. He's got deer all around him. They're just not giving him good shots, or they're not big enough bucks. So, but the deer are gonna falter eventually, and we're gonna be there to capitalize. It's prime rut time now, so in the East Coast, so Garrett's gonna hit hard over the next couple weeks. He's gonna be pushing really hard, getting out there and hopefully getting a deer, and hopefully getting up to Pennsylvania and getting a deer up there also. So but I'm gonna sit here for a couple more minutes and then get the pack on and everything like that, and then as the sun's coming up, start climbing up the mountain. We made it up here to our first little spot. We're gonna sit, but you can see there is a pretty thick marine layer / fog that's kind of moving in, so it's kind of making it a little bit difficult to see. But sun's having a hard time breaking through this stuff. So it hasn't rained in at least 10 days, but you can see on my pants, just walking through some of this brush, how much moisture I picked up off the shrubs and stuff. And I'm telling you, that's one reason why I like to hunt the area I'm hunting, is that the marine layer and the fog comes in so frequently that it creates moisture on these bushes and stuff, and the deer don't have to travel as far to get water. And they can get a lot of the water when they're feeding in the morning, and then in the evenings as well. There's so much dew on the branches and stuff. It's enough water to sustain them. But that's why I like to hunt these coast ridges in these areas that are arid and pretty dry. Because, like I said, we haven't had rain in 10 days, but you can just see the amount of moisture on my pants. And you know, if they have food and water and ample supply, A, they're not going to go anywhere, and B, they're going to be stronger, healthier. You're going to have some good racks on the bucks and everything like that, because they're going to have all the nutrients and everything that they need, and they don't have to travel as far, so they have a smaller home range. But just my tip, my food for thought, and some people might be mad that I'm giving that little tidbit away, but it's just my thoughts and what I think. Well, I made it up to another spot higher than it was the first time, and it's good spots where I spotted that big buck across on the other ridge. But I mean, I'm so socked in by fog and the marine layer that I can only see about 30 yards in some spots. So, which, I mean, yeah, with the bow, it's awesome, but I don't know what else is moving out around me or anything like that. So I decided to come back down the mountain a little bit and got into a spot where I saw a lot more sign, some more heavier huge trails and everything like that, because I'm thinking if I can just catch these deer moving, maybe I can get a little opportunity. I want to get one to cruise on by me. So I tucked up into some shrubs here, and I got some good openings here in front of me, and I got a trail about almost less than 20 yards in front of me, but I've been walking down at the last 50, 75 yards, and I've found like 10 piles of poop. So I know it's a heavily used trail, and there's a lot more zigzagging trails down here where I came up from, and a lot of heavy used trails and a lot of browsing on the bushes and stuff. So I can see that they're in here feeding quite often. So I mean, hopefully we can catch one cruising on by. But I got a little bit better visibility down here where I'm set up right here. So hopefully it stays that way. Well, it's 8:15, and the fog is finally starting to lift. So I still really like the area that I'm sitting. I might cruise back up top just to get a little bit better glimpse and see if I can see a little bit farther. So it's still kind of coming in and out, but for the most part it's better, and I can see out a few hundred yards now, so pretty good glassing now. But I haven't picked up any deer yet, but they could be moving around. We just don't know yet. So since the fog lifted fully, I took a little walk looking at the backside of a ridge that I've been looking at, and then I didn't see anything. It's pretty steep on that side. So I came back, and actually I'm sitting above where I was just sitting earlier. Sit here for a little while. There's trails all through this flat in front of me, and both ridges and everything. So just kind of sit here and glass and see what we pick up, and see if we can get anything to show itself. It's a little after 9, so probably sit here for a little bit. It's cool today. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit, but and this fog's starting to lift even more. So we'll see if we can see anything running around and spot them and get them locked down. Maybe get a shot with a bow, but good trails right here in front of me that are coming up this draw. So you never know, could have one try to sneak in by me. Well, that's gonna do it for me today. I didn't get to see much. Actually, where I was sitting there last, I sat there for another hour or so, and then I was climbing up a little bit to the top, more of on the spine where there's a road, and I see a spotter, and then I see 2 guys. So 2 guys had come down from the top, and because I wasn't set up on the spine or nothing, they couldn't see me. I was down off the edge. It is what it is. But they spotted 3 does, but it was around the corner from to my right of what I was looking at. I could see a little bit of that side, but not enough of it. So 3 does had snuck by me, and they said it bedded down behind a bush, but this guy went to go make a play on them because it was right the way I had to walk out, so, or close to the way I got to walk out. So I let him make a play on him. He made his way down. The 3 of them kind of got up and walked off. I didn't really get a chance to see where they went, but he went down there, he drew, and then another doe blew out. So he wasn't able to get a shot, but she was running pretty good. So, but he continued on the other draw, looking for them and stuff, so, and anything else they were seeing. But I let them continue working that area. Just came down here, the truck got out of there. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for us today.
didn't see any deer really that I saw some deer, but not the deer I was looking for. So, but it is what it is. There's sign everywhere in that spot that I was looking. Trails, tracks, droppings, everything. So it's a good spot. I mean, I know that it holds a lot of deer. It's just a matter of getting in there, and if they come by that area that day, or when they come through. I don't know if the fog kind of screwed it all up and they got up above me and slipped past me through the fog. I mean, it didn't lift until 8 o'clock and sunrise was 6:15. So that could have done something, or I don't know. They could be still down in the lower lands, kind of feeding a little bit, and then they're just now making their way up. So don't know. We'll be back at it again next weekend, and we're gonna hit it hard. So yeah, trying to fill these tags. It's getting down to last few weekends. Yep, like always, I'll see you on the next one, but hit the subscribe if you didn't do it at the beginning of the video, and give us a like and drop us a comment or two. So help us out. We appreciate it, and yeah, till next weekend.